That was an amazing performance, and of course the video you just checked out from our guest, who is still right here in the building. It's an Islamic Afro-pop and contemporary artist, also known as the Islamic music lyrical wizard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Al Mubarak Kewu Yemi. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Where is our Ram? Let's start with that. That's the big question he wants to ask.
Because he came late because he went to pray.
Actually, I'm supposed to be in Oshogbo because that's where my dad is. That's where your Ram is, actually.
Hey.
That's how Aram is?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Hey.
No, I'm not going there, because I'm supposed to do Eid-Kabir with my dad.
Okay.
At least be with them for the festive period, but because of...
Yeah, I get you.
I must be here.
I get you. So what does a day like this, what does it entail for people that just... We just want to chop round. What is a day like this supposed to be? What is the whole idea of it?
Actually, a day like this is the day whereby it's for us to know the significance of what Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, what he did. It shows his commitment to God, to the fact that Almighty Allah, it was even in his dream, it wasn't direct that he should sacrifice his own son, his only son. Imagine who will now sacrifice his only son. But because he understands, he believes in God, that whatever he says is the fact. So it is that will of doing it. And Almighty Allah replaced his son with a ram for him. So it's just a significance of how you should believe in God in anything you're doing. And that's number one. The second thing is that the festive period of Eid-Kabir is for people to know that there is love in sharing. The ram is not for you to just eat it.
Are you hearing?
It's just for you to share with people. A lot of people, it's one of those things, just for us to learn how to share, to love. It's not even to Muslims alone, non-Muslim, and just show love to everybody.
Yeah,
and
I like that you actually said that, because my question, and I know that's what you wanted to hammer on right now, is how can the people who are non-Muslims, like other religions, celebrate with you properly? How can we show you love, and how can we support it this time?
Everybody, it has been a tradition, most especially the Yoruba people, like where I grew up as a Yoruba boy. It has been a tradition that everybody should, I won't ram like this, there is a rule in how we should share it. Even at that, we should show love to non-Muslims. Even non-Muslims are welcome to any gathering of Muslims today, any day as it's supposed to be. Yeah. And we should understand that there is, even aside Eid-Kabir, aside you being, you should understand that there is humanity before religion. We all are Muslim, you're Christian, but in the end, I'm Yoruba, you might be Yoruba. In the end, yes. In the end, we are still Nigerian. In the end, we are still Africans. We are still human. So we still need to know that Islam is just trying to let us know that we're still one. So that is, we can celebrate and with love.
About your music, I like the fact that you spread the message of Islam and then you still add the Afro feel to it. I like that. So how has that been for you? How has it been going forward with your kind of music?
It has been great, actually. People have been welcoming the style, because at first it was strange to some people. Even my dad. My dad was still singing, was a musician. Oh. I grew up knowing him as a musician. And when I started singing, I started with Scapegoat cover.
The band
take my heart, take my heart. So when I did that cover, my dad was like, "What is this? What is this?" He was like, you don't look something like Yoruba. What are the points? My producers then, they were like, "Alaji, this is what it's supposed to be." And to his own surprise, when I recorded the song, I told him about it, he listened to it, he was somehow skeptical. And I took it to the radio station in Oshogbo. Then, I was in Oshogbo then. They played it, and the whole Osun state was like, we've not heard something like... Then he was like, okay, we need to support this. Then he took me to the studio, we recorded the whole album. Then I dropped my first album in 2012 then.
Oh, wow.
So that was how it started.
So do you get to take permissions? Because there's the Wojuo, there's the Kizdano. Yeah. Do you tend to reach out to these guys, or they just see it and reach out to you like, I love what you do?
Wuju was actually the first singles that I would say, let me say, I won't say global, but it brought me to
another level.
Another level.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, I recorded the song, and I just said to the producer then that I would love if Kiz Daniel could listen to this song. He was invited to Osun State then. I was based in Osun then. He was invited to a show at the club. Then when he came, he was touring and my own song were on radio. When he came, he was like, a lot of people were doing would you cover. But when he came, he was like, this guy entered my song. Like, when he saw me, he was like, you entered my song. It has been all love. Even the Ramadan cover with the Q-Dot, Ibado anymore, that one too went viral. And Q-Dot was so everybody, they've been showing love since then. So I'm just trying to do a lot of things original, just to show the originality of what I'm doing. What I'm doing is not really about trying to do Afrobeat. Afrobeat is a sound traditional to the kind of sound that I'm doing is traditional to tribes, most especially people that are from the West.
Yeah.
You understand? To me, if you listen to Burna Boy very well, a lot of Davido, all of them, you notice that their sound, they still feel like something like Fuji or something.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's traditional to us.
Yeah.
So it's just for us to keep doing what we feel like the youths can relate to.
Yeah.
That is the idea.
Which is amazing.
Amazing. All right, so before we go, your social media handles so that people can check out your music and your work.
At Al-Mubarak at the Al-Mubarak1.
Okay.
Everywhere.
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 At the Al-Mubarak.
Amazing. All right, thank you so much for that amazing performance. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We know you're meant to be celebrating, but you still took out time
I'm
to
going to
come
Osun.
here. You are
going to Osun.
an Amroba.
Don't
All right.
meet you there.
We're going to go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, it'll be time for the East Flash Top 10 Countdown. You already know.